The story of Diet Coke, an iconic soda. What if I told you one can of soda changed the way the world drinks forever? It came out of nowhere, promised all the taste, none of the guilt, and became a symbol for an entire era. Today, we're looking at the story behind that iconic silver can, the drink that shaped generations, reshaped an industry, and rewrote the rules for soft drinks. This is the story of Diet Coke. It's more than just a drink. It's a piece of history, a symbol of how one brand shaped the way we sip, the way we think about calories, and the way a soft drink can become a cultural phenomenon. But how did Diet Coke go from a bold experiment in the 80s to one of the best-selling sodas in the world? What made it stand out in a sea of sugar and fizz? And why, after 4 decades, are we still reaching for that crisp, unmistakable taste? Grab a can, settle in, and let's crack open the story of Diet Coke, a story that's as intriguing as it is refreshing. Part 1. The scene before Diet Coke. Rewind to the early 1960s. Back then, soda meant sugar. Coca-Cola and Pepsi dominated the scene, and if you wanted a diet option, your only choice was Tab. Tab came in a bold pink can and promised calorie-free refreshment, thanks to artificial sweeteners like saccharin. But the flavor? Let's just say it didn't win any popularity contests. Its bitter aftertaste meant Tab was a niche choice, a drink meant for dieters, not for the mainstream. Then came the 70s, and Americans started thinking more about fitness and nutrition. Aerobics classes were popping up across the nation, jogging became popular, and counting calories became a household concept. Suddenly, low-calorie drinks weren't just for a small group of dieters anymore. They were part of a growing movement. Tab was doing its best, but it felt more like a relic, a drink that belonged to an earlier era. Meanwhile, Coca-Cola was quietly looking for a way to revolutionize the space. The brand wanted a low-calorie soda that didn't just mimic the original Coke, but felt like its own product, something fresh, crisp, and bold that could appeal to everyone. The timing was right. The 80s were about to usher in a new era of fitness, and Coca-Cola was ready to ride the wave. Part 2. The birth of Diet Coke. In 1982, Coca-Cola unveiled Diet Coke, the first drink in its long and storied history to use the Coke name apart from the original. The decision was bold. Up until that point, every other variant had been an extension of the classic Coke brand, but Diet Coke was different. This was its own entity. The can was sleek and silver, making it stand out from the reds, blues, and greens of the soda aisle. Its tagline, "Just for the taste of it," promised more than a low-calorie option. It promised a soda that was crisp, delicious, and enjoyable for everyone. Suddenly, low-calorie didn't mean low expectation. People responded instantly. Diet Coke exploded in popularity within its first year, overtaking Tab almost immediately. Its crisp flavor felt like a breath of fresh air. Its design felt modern and sophisticated. By the mid-1980s, Diet Coke was not only a huge success, it was reshaping how people thought about soda. It quickly became the drink of choice for office workers, fitness enthusiasts, and people from all walks of life. The message was clear. Diet Coke wasn't just for people trying to lose weight. It was for anyone who wanted a crisp, refreshing drink that fit into their lifestyle. Part 3. The impact and evolution. Through the 80s and 90s, Diet Coke became more than just a soda. It became a symbol. Its sleek design made it a must-have accessory, spotted in movies, on desks, in corporate offices, and at lunch tables across the world. Its bold tagline, "Just for the taste of it," resonated with a generation that valued choice and individualism. Coca-Cola doubled down on the brand, launching memorable ad campaigns that featured sleek imagery and popular celebrities. Diet Coke started sponsoring events, aligning itself with fitness, fashion, and music. Its iconic can became a staple of American culture. Then came the wave of new flavors. Diet Coke experimented with variations like Diet Coke with lemon, Diet Coke with lime, and later Diet Coke Twisted Mango and Ginger Lime. These weren't just drinks. They were a signal that Diet Coke was in tune with its audience. It evolved and adapted, making sure it felt fresh and relevant, no matter the era. With its tall, slim fashion can introduced in the 2010s, Diet Coke cemented its status as a sleek and sophisticated choice, one that spoke to both longtime fans and a younger generation of soda drinkers. Today, it's sold in over 150 countries, making it one of the best-selling sodas of all time. Its crisp taste, bold branding, and deep connections to culture have kept it on top for more than 4 decades. Part 4. Challenges and criticisms. But it hasn't been all smooth sailing for Diet Coke. Its use of artificial sweeteners like aspartame sparked controversy for years. Studies and media stories have questioned their long-term safety, leading some people to seek alternatives. Meanwhile, the rise of wellness drinks, from kombucha to flavored seltzers, posed a challenge to Diet Coke's dominance. Through it all, Diet Coke responded by doing what it does best: evolve. The brand introduced new flavors and sleek packaging. It experimented with marketing campaigns that embraced modern trends, from collaborations with influencers to partnerships with fashion designers and artists. Diet Coke positioned itself as a timeless option, one that can fit into the hectic lives of people who want a crisp, bold drink, regardless of the trends. Through every shift in the market, Diet Coke has kept its core promise intact: to be a crisp, delicious, low-calorie soda that doesn't feel like a compromise. Part 5. The Legacy of Diet Coke. Why are we still talking about Diet Coke after more than 40 years? Simple. It's more than a soda. It's a symbol, an icon that captures moments in time. From 80s aerobics tapes and 90s office spaces to today's era of mindfulness and sleek design, Diet Coke has evolved to stay relevant across generations. Today, when you crack open a can of Diet Coke, you're tasting more than just a soda. You're tasting a piece of history, a drink that shaped an industry, inspired countless imitators, and connected people across borders and generations. It's a reminder that some ideas have a way of lasting far longer than the trends that gave birth to them. Diet Coke isn't going anywhere because it knows how to evolve, adapt, and stand the test of time. Conclusion. So the next time you crack open a can of Diet Coke, remember, you're tasting more than a soda. You're tasting a piece of history, an icon that shows no signs of going flat anytime soon. If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the story of Diet Coke, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more stories about the drinks, brands, and moments that shaped our world. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss the next episode. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and until next time, stay crisp, stay refreshing, and just for the taste of it, stay tuned.